Nice to see you.
How's it going?
Lovely to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Congrats on this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've never joned for people to see something more in my life because I got to binge the entire thing and see the final moments last night, yet the world doesn't even know of this, and it's frustrating.
To us too, we've been like sitting on it for months and we're just ready to get it out there.
So how much can you tell your friends when they say, so what is it? Tell us about
Nothing.
it.
I'm too scared. I'm too scared to say anything in case even that is too much. So it's just kind of, everything that trickles out, I share that frantically. But
it's hard. It's a kind of a hard show to describe without giving things away, particularly because it's got such a special sort of tone, and the world feels a very, very particular feeling that's hard to describe unless you've spent some time in it and started watching it. And I don't want to spoil it. Even beyond just not being allowed to tell my friends, I don't even want to tell them because I'm trying to. The experience of just sitting down and watching it is pretty special.
All right, let's stick to the basics. As cliche as this is, tell us about your characters. You are...
I play Astrid Sloan, the mean girl, I guess, of the school. But thankfully, as events unfold and the relationships unfold and develop throughout the series, you do thankfully get to see very different sides of her, as she does.
And her motivations are everything.
Oh, yeah.
I play Peyton Hobart, who is very sort of affluent, privileged, very ambitious young man who is really hell-bent on being president of the United States. And this whole season kind of follows him trying to become president of his senior class in high school, and he runs against Astrid as his opponent.
A great choice, I think, Netflix made. You're famous for singing, obviously. And so early on in this, I thought, well, I wonder if he's going to sing. The first couple of episodes, you don't sing.
I think, when I talked to Ryan about when we were developing the show initially, he really wanted to have moments that felt organic to the story, that we could sort of sprinkle in, that had like kind of musical accents, but the show is by no means a musical piece and doesn't really kind of ask to be in any way. It doesn't feel like it wants to be.
Right.
So there's a couple of diegetic moments that fit within the story for me to sing, which was really fun, but they're very much the cherry on top, if you will.
Yeah, awesome. You guys are going to go on to win dozens of Academy Awards, Oscars, Tonys, etc., beyond. However, I'm telling you, stuff that you're laying down with this series is indelible. People are going to forget that you're not these characters. You're worried about the scorn you might get and all.
I don't know how much that works in my favor. Me neither.
Me neither. Yeah. He's like pretty ruthless, so I hope that's not. Well,
people just
actually,
be more afraid.
That's fine. Yeah, you know what? Let them believe I'm an egomaniacal, like politician hell bent on the throne. Works for me.
It might keep out the riffraff in your life. It might work to your advantage.
There you go.
If you were telling someone, like you call an aunt, an uncle, or grandma, so you're going to like this show because, fill in that sentence.
I think it shocks you. Just as you start to think you gauge what it is and what it's about, it turns on itself again. And so it has all the elements of dark comedy and political satire, and then these really beautiful, genuine moments between characters. So I think it consistently pulls you back in.
True.
100%. And I think sort of a grand theme that I feel like applies to every walk of life, which is sort of the reason I think it's going to have a wide audience, is this idea of authenticity versus feigned authenticity, and how do we present ourselves, and what's the character we put forth, and how much does it matter whether that's organic or not, and if the means are the same to the same end. And I feel like particularly young people obviously deal with that quite a bit with social media and the way that they represent themselves. But I think anyone from any walk of life, particularly in this current climate, it's very much about how you present yourself and trying to marry that with who you are alone at home. So I find that very fascinating.
Amen. Now, people sometimes forget that what you do is work, and so it is, but there have to be days of joys. Can you tell me one day on the set or one scene, without plot spoiling, that you can't wait for people to see?
I loved when we were all together. I don't know about...
We had like one day where it was like a day of the actual election, and we were all there, which was fun. My most fun memory is, unfortunately, not on the set. We all went to Disneyland together, which was really fun when we were sort of first bonding and getting close to
things the audiences won't see.
Yes, exactly. They don't get to come with us. But it was a really fun day. It was just nice to feel like a little family and be in this together, because our plots are sometimes very segmented, so we don't get to all work as a crew very much on the show. So it was nice to have a little bonding moment.
After stuff you and your characters have been through, you need to go to Disneyland.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time, guys. Congrats on this.
Thank
you.